Hey guys, it's Michael. Two of Europe's largest countries just announced new lockdowns in response to a spiraling number of virus cases. And this could have dramatic effects on the US having to go into a second lockdown as well, impacts on the stock market, and a second stimulus check. So in today's video, we're going to break down all of the implications of these announcements and how the US might have to go into another lockdown themselves. So, French President Emmanuel Macron said Wednesday that France will begin a 4-week lockdown starting tomorrow on Friday. And his announcement came just hours after German Chancellor Angela Merkel also announced a 4-week lockdown starting next Monday as well. The French president announced these new stricter measures in a televised address yesterday evening on Wednesday, saying the existing restrictions were simply not enough anymore, and he warned that by mid-November, all intensive care beds could be taken by virus patients unless a brake is put on the virus. And this is very important for what is going on in the US right now, because what we have seen throughout this pandemic is that the US typically trails a couple weeks behind what is going on in Europe. And right now we're seeing cases skyrocket in the US with record high numbers every single day, and our 7-day average for the number of cases has skyrocketed as well. So essentially, it'll be important to keep an eye out on what is going on in Europe with their lockdowns and if things continue to get worse here. Currently, top officials in the US are saying that we're not going to lock down again, and that's not going to happen. But we're already seeing more restrictions being put in place in a number of cities and states, putting curfews on when people could go out, shutting down bars and restaurants. We're already seeing more restrictions being put into place, and one thing to keep in mind is that last time we went into a lockdown, top lawmakers had said we weren't going to be going into one until the day that they announced it. All of a sudden, we just got the announcement that we would be going into lockdown, but previously they had said that it wasn't going to be required. So the same thing may happen again. And another lockdown could have dramatic effects on the stock market and more stimulus. So we're first going to go over the stock market. Yesterday, the stock market dropped over 3% because we had seen an increase in the number of virus cases, record numbers there. We'd also seen an official end to stimulus talks until after the November election. So both of those things caused the stock market to drop. Today, it's bounced back a little bit, but if cases were to keep getting worse and we do go into another lockdown, that will have a dramatic effects on the stock market, and we very well could see another crash like we saw earlier in the year in March, when the first lockdown was first instated. In addition to the stock market, another lockdown would also have dramatic effects on more stimulus, but with stimulus, it would actually help out a lot. A lockdown would definitely make it so a larger stimulus package would be much more likely to pass. In the first time we had a lockdown, stimulus was passed fairly quickly in Congress because people were running out of jobs. There was so much panic and fear in the markets, in the economy, that they got that money out fairly quickly. Since then, businesses have been opening up and they've been saying things have been getting better, which is why more stimulus has been delayed. They keep pushing it back every single week. We hear that it's going to pass. They push it back another week. They push it back another week. But now, if there is more restrictions put into place and we see another lockdown, well, then that will definitely push them to get more stimulus out very, very quickly, because people are going to lose their jobs again if that was to happen, and we would definitely need more stimulus. So basically right now, we just need to keep an eye out on the number of cases in the US and what is currently going on in Europe, because they are putting more lockdowns into place, and we normally trail behind them a couple of weeks with the virus. So anyways, that's just a quick update on what's going on with more lockdowns in Europe, the second stimulus package, and the stock market. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.